You're just like the Lion King. I love you, my little princess. Hey, what's up, you guys? So sorry about kind of going AWOL on you. I've just been super busy with both of my jobs, and also sorry for the really bad lighting. It's currently storming, so if you hear a rather large crash of thunder, that's what's happening. Anyway, so today I am going to do the pet tag. Okay, so I kind of showed my pets in the beginning of the clip. Unfortunately, I have two cats, so unlike a dog, they don't really like to sit still. Gosh, I cannot talk. There's my Southern Iowa voice come from you. Sit still. Anyway, they don't really like to sit still, so unfortunately they're not going to be kind of in the video. I kicked them out because they were tearing things out of my closet like bad cats like they are. So anyway, I'm just gonna hop on to it. Okay, so number one, what is your pet's name? Well, I have two cats. The orange one is my oldest, and his name is Tucker. And my small tortoiseshell is my younger cat, and her name is Sophie. Okay, number two, what kind of pet is it and what breed? Well, like I said, they are two cats. My older one, Tucker, when we got him, when we adopted him from the shelter, it said on his little tag that they give you and like the type of breed he is a domestic long hair. I don't think that's what he is. I personally think he's a Maine Coon on the smaller side because this cat weighs 13 pounds. He's only a year old. When he was a kitten, his paws were huge, and he's just a big cat, honestly. And Sophie is a small tortoiseshell. She is so tiny. Like, next to Tucker, she looks like a kitten still, and she's almost a year old as well. 3, how long have you had your pet friend? Well, like I said, I've had Tucker for a little over a year now. We got him shortly after August 25th, after one of our cats had passed away. And then I think it was 4 months later, we ended up adopting Sophie. What basically happened with that situation is my brother sent me a picture of this tiny little kitten, and I'm a bleeding heart for animals, guys, and I am a crazy cat lady in training. They are my crazy cat lady starter kit. I would have 20 of them if my husband would let me. Unfortunately, we live in a small apartment, and 20 cats probably isn't a good idea. So kind of rooting for when we get a house to get maybe at least 2 more, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, back to the story. What had happened was that his neighbor's daughter's stepdad, yeah, it's one of those stories, and his neighbor's daughter's stepdad had been farming, and he noticed there was this little tuft of fur sticking out of a rabbit hole. He pulled it out, and it was this beautiful little kitten. So he pulled him out, and originally they were going to keep her, but they couldn't because their cats kept on beating up on this tiny little thing, and then they had found another home for her, and it fell through. So we were kind of her last, family choice, and I convinced my husband in 5 minutes to get this kitten, and ever since then she's been with us from 4 weeks old, and she's been our little baby, and she's definitely a daddy's girl because that cat is always climbing up on my husband's lap and wanting to be next to him. Or how did you get your pet? Well, like I said, that's kind of how we got Sophie and the number 3 question. And for Tucker, we just, we were heartbroken. We had just lost our first cat, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, well, you just replaced this cat. It wasn't like that at all. I loved my first cat. He was my best friend, honestly, and I was hurting, and I needed something to nurture, and we had a really good opportunity to take care of another cat, and I still miss my first cat, we only had him for 2 years, and he had what was called a saddle thrombus, which basically was that he had a stroke and got paralyzed in the back legs, and it was going through his whole vein system. So we decided to do what we thought was the best decision and put him down. And sorry guys, I still get teared up about it, but you know, it was one of those really hard decisions in my life, and I miss him, and I hope I get to see him again because he was pretty much my best friend. I did everything with this cat. But now I have Tucker and Sophie, so yeah. Okay, number 5, how old is your pet? Well, like I said, Tucker is a little over a year old, and Sophie, I think she's about 9 months old now. Okay, so number 6, what are some quirky things about your pet's personality? Well, Tucker, he's my kind of gentle giant. He is definitely really soft-spoken. This cat is so quiet, you never hear him meows, but when he does meow, it's always like this really high-pitched, frilly meow, and it's so funny because you never hear him speak until he like does that, and you're like, where'd that come from? On the other hand, my little girl cat likes to announce every time she enters the room, so we always hear that meow, 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 and it's like she's back talking us, and she's our chatterbox. Number 7, what does your relationship with your pet mean to you? Well, my pets are basically like my children. I know that's kind of silly, but I love these cats. I would pretty much do anything for these cats, and they're my best friends. They're there for me when I need them the most, when I just need to cuddle with one of them after I've had a really bad day, or, you know, if I often just watch them play instead of watching TV because it's better entertainment. But I love my cats. I wouldn't trade them for the world, and they're very, very special to me. Number 8, what are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? Well, since they're cats, I really don't do much with them. I play with them, of course. I feed them. I cut mats out of their fur. Tucker being a long-haired cat, I have to groom him more often, so I groom them and I play with them and I just spend time with them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Also, comment down if you have a pet or if you have a cat or you're a crazy cat lady like me. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, you know, tell me about your pet. If you want to do this tag, I'll put the questions down in the bar below. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. See ya.